Welcome back to your class once again. We'll continue the explanation of the antidote written by R.K. Narayan. If you remember, we have got a little bit of the explanation of that in the previous class, but I'll give you a quick recap of that. Like it is about the gentle satire on the superstitions and the blind faith of the people, especially in India, and it is not particularly for a religion, it is for all the people of India and everybody. 99% of people believe into that, even though they may be highly qualified and well educated, but still they have certain beliefs. So here is that he wanted to find it out that how the people, after getting so much education, after getting so many things in their life, still they believe in astrology and they believe in the remedial measures, they believe in some of the things can happen to them. So he wanted to clarify to us, and he just wanted to give a little bit of smile on our face by writing this type of the story. And it is about a person known as Gopal, who was a film hero. He was an actor, so obviously he has to act variety of the scenes and the roles, character roles he has to do. So he has here in this particular movie he becomes a hero, and on that day the scene which he has to enact was of the death scene, and that was his birthday, and Gopal was unwilling to do that. So what he did, he went to the director. He went to the director and insisted him to change the story. He said, it is my difficult day today and it is not possible for me to perform the death scene. Please change the story. So change the story means change the ending of the story. And he said that, why? Obviously director would never listen to anybody, whoever would say that change the story, change this, that, means whoever will listen. So the director was a little bit angry that how can you, already you know the story, then only you get ready to enact into the movie, then how could you say me to change the story? So he said, the problem is, today is my 49th birthday. That means Gopal's 49th birthday was there, and astrologers have already predicted. Predicted means in the what is going to happen in the future to be said. So he said that astrologers already said that I may die on my I may die on this birthday, on 49th birthday. If I don't die, literally dying, it's not about scene. If I don't die, if I survive on 49th birthday, I will live a happy and peaceful life in the future. It doesn't mean that he could never die. Obviously he would die, but he said according to astrologers his 49th birthday could go without having any or without doing any unpleasant thing. And he said that he propitiated. This word means pleased. Propitiated, to please, to make someone happy by gifts, by party or something. So he propitiated the planets. He said, in the morning I have done whatever the things to be according to astrologers, whatever the instructions are there, I have done all those things and try to please the planets, my planets. Whose planets? Gopal's planets. And I consume a feast. That means I have organized one big celebrated type of meal. Like how do we eat on festivals? Elaborated dishes and very delicious ones to be cooked. Special treatment would be given on particular day. So he said that because it's my birthday and I have to please the planets, so I have organized a big feast, a big meal or the morning breakfast with my family. I have eaten with all the whoever being invited, especially the astrologers and all, and I tried to please my planets. Now that means why he has done that? Because he want to live more than 49 years. It was his birthday and he don't want to die on that particular day. That's why he has tried to please the planets. Don't you think this is also one of the superstition or blind faith? Because nobody knows about the death. Astrologers has predicted that he may die on his 49th birthday, and he thought that nobody wants to die, right? So he thought that to avoid my death, what I have to do? I have to please my planets, I have to organize a feast, whatever the astrologers have instructed, I have to follow the same. And no unpleasant thing on that day. They clearly mention, who? Astrologers. They clearly mention that no unpleasant thing could be done on that particular day. That means on his birthday. And now just relate it to the death scene. The most unpleasant thing, the most unpleasant scene he has to perform on that day, even though he does not like to. Now the director understood, and he started feeling very sympathy. He became sympathetic towards Gopal, and he thought that, okay, I'll tell to a script writer, the person who writes the script, I'll tell him to change the ending. So he went. Gopal, but director said that you only go and talk, and whatever your details, your problems are there, mention it to them and they may change. So he went to the script writer, he said that so and so problem is there, I just want my ending to be changed. Instead of death scene, arrange a happy ending. Okay. So the script writer said that no, we cannot change the ending, but I will try to talk to boss. Will you come along with me? The boss, the original one who is the story writer. So he said that will come, both of us will go to the boss and will inform him about the problem, and then we'll discuss it out. But the whole story's impact will get changed if we change the ending, because we have already decided this ending and the story was going according to that ending, and suddenly if we change the ending, what will be the impact of the movie? How can it become effective for the people? So he said like that, but he said final my boss will say you whatever the changes can be done or not to be done. So okay, the script writer refuses. Then Gopal went to the boss and talked to him, and he said that look, everybody want to convince the other person according to their own mindset. So he said that, and which is in favor of him. So Gopal said, sir, because of the tragedy or the tragic ending of the movie, maybe many people would not see, because people don't like to see the tragic ends, like the hero dying at the end and people become very sad. So why to keep that type of ending? Better to keep a happy ending, because he wanted to convince the boss to change the ending, but he couldn't say that because of his 49th birthday, and also obviously the story writer could never change. So he thought that to twist the plot and say like this. So he said that to make the people happy, we are making the films, no? So why to create such a tragic and sad ending? The people will become sad after watching the movie. So better we'll make it a happier one or happy ending. But the boss was always a boss. So boss said that sad ends are normally the tragic endings earn 30% more. Obviously they would see about the earnings. He said that they earn more. People actually make this type of movies a big hit, a huge hit. So we should have to try to continue this type of the ending. Now there is no other option left for Gopal. He wanted to, immediately fear started for him gripping, like okay, today I am going to die at any cost because it's my birthday and I am going to enact a death scene which is a very unpleasant one, and as astrologer has said that I should not do anything unpleasant, but I am doing this one, so I am going to die, and no escape was there. Once he thought I should leave the job, immediately I will leave the job and I will say to the boss or director, everybody, that I am not going to do this because you are keeping this type of the ending, so better I will leave. But the second thought came to him that what will happen to the family? Who will be taking care of them? Like how they will survive? They will be on the streets. That means they will be on the roads. He is the only person who is earning in the family. So he has children, wife and all his parents, all are there, and he was like, no, I have to do this. And but his face was so like you can say upset, that director was feeling very bad. Already, if you remember, director once tried to sympathize with him. Now this time also he said, okay, we'll do one thing, we will do this scene on the next day. This is your birthday, na? So don't do the death scene today, because it's according to your beliefs, it's such an unpleasant thing, can like actually affect your future. So it's better we'll do this scene on the next day. Gopal was too happy, he was relieved, because he has a feeling like, now at least I am free of this burden of dying on my birthday. So he said that we'll do the another scene, whatever it is that they were discussing, and suddenly the assistant of the director came and he said that today only we have to complete the shooting, because this studio is booked for the another shooting from tomorrow, that means the next day. So another unit will come, another movie shooting would start. So we cannot extend a single day. Today is our last day, we have to perform today only. Once again the whole cycle revolves and Gopal get trapped into that. Gopal has got again the same fear start creeping into his mind. Now I am going to die, this is my doomsday. He started feeling like that. And this is very nicely being written, like he started feeling messenger of death everywhere, and he thought, nah, he is going to take me away from here, I am going to die at any cost on the stage only. And he started feeling the messenger of death nearby. And then the scene was explained to him. The scene was actually one of the last scene was there of the movie, where the hero has to receive the phone and he has to hear some news from that side, and he has to behave like after listening the news he died of a shock. That means he got sudden shock and he got a heart attack and he died. He has to show like that in the last scene. The director has explained him and he has to start enacting. What the scene was, he has to drop the phone. Phone is actually that the old phones with the receiver and the box and all would be there. So he has to take the receiver and then he has to drop the receiver down. Because of the shock, he could not able to keep it on the cradle. So he has to drop it out. Fine. So, and after dropping, he has to roll his head at one side to make sure that he is dead. And obviously while rolling his head, he has to close his eyes to make sure and to make people realize that he has died of a shock. So the action was being said by the director, and he remembered or he memorized all the dialogues and all, and like you can say the expressions, everything was correct. So now what he did the same thing. He received the phone, he drops the receiver, then he roll his head at one side of the chair. Then before closing his eyes, he was actually, the seconds and minutes were there, he has to wait before the director could say cut. Okay, so he was waiting for the director to say cut, and as near the director would come, he brought the camera near to his face, showing the, you can see the face, only the face on that camera, to make the people realize that he has died. So the whole camera, or you can say the screen, was covering his face. At that time the director has to say cut. So Gopal was aware of that, because he has enacted this scene many times as the time of the rehearsals. So when the camera came near to him, what he did is that suddenly he opened his eyes and he closed one eye. That is, he winked. Winked means closing one eye in a mischievous way. He closed one eye and one open eye, and then the cut was being said. So on the camera it is being, he thought that nobody will see that, and on the camera it is being given as he was not died at the last seconds. Okay, because Gopal has thought that this is an antidote for the death scene which he is supposed to enact. Okay, the death scene he was enacting, he has to die, but according to the astrologers he should not die on 49th birthday. So he was not dying really, but he even don't want to enact. So what he did, last moment he simply winked his one eye. I have written it here, and he thought this is an antidote for the death scene which he has enacted. So he got a feeling in his heart that I am not going to die at this moment, and if I am not dying today, I will live a happy and a peaceful life. This R.K. Narayan wanted to show that how the people try to find the antidotes for their problems. The problem was the death scene. What is the antidote he decided? To wink at the last moment in front of the camera to make sure that he hasn't died. Okay, so that was the mentality of the people. He wanted to show it out, and I hope you have understood the whole here. The starting from there, while when he has insisted the director to change the story, till the last moment when he winked to make it sure that this could be as an antidote for his death scene. I hope you have understood till here. So please do one thing, read the lesson, read the complete, at least read the summary carefully, and once read the summary, then you can go ahead for reading the whole lesson, because I already said in the first classes that your one para comprehension passage will come from your non-detail, and that non-detail paras would never come from your summaries. It would come directly from the places where you have the, directly from the lesson. In that lesson you have the dialogues and that answers, replies and everything. So you should, if you read it out, you should be aware that who said which dialogue and what are the different characters. If you read it immediately after getting this explanation, you can understand it in a better way. So I hope you have understood very clearly what I said, my advice as well, and the explanation. So in the next class, we'll try to go ahead with another poem. By the time, take care. Have a nice day.